Hey everyone, you're watching Quick Radish. Today's video is brought to you by a shower thought. Literally, I was in the shower listening to my shower playlist when my brain imagined the Mamamoo members covering certain songs. For the purpose of this video, since I am discussing artist stage personas, I will be using stage names. Also, feel free to roast my music taste below. The link to the playlist and the transcript for this video is in the description. Please stand by. The video is about to begin. Part 1. Solar. When I think of Solar, I think of a confident woman, the epitome of feminine power. This is why I've chosen Choirs by Ash. Ash is a United Statesian singer and songwriter with an education from Berklee College of Music, where she majored in contemporary writing and production. She mentions that jazz, Diane Keaton, and Carole King are some of her biggest inspirations for her own music. I can definitely hear it in her music, especially in this track I've chosen. Choirs is about self-confidence and embracing your weirdness. I feel like that's a message Solar likes to share with her fans. She remains vulnerable and open with her fan base, especially on her channel Solar Shido. Take a look at verse 2.
People show their teeth, don't bite your tongue. Baby, you're a diamond shining with no lights on. If it gives you peace, keep raising hell every day, all day.
Pretty much her philosophy, no? Part 2. moonbyul. We all know about Morieso Parkegaji, Shutdown, I trust. That sapphic anthem has left me wanting more sapphic tunes from the lady killer herself. Boyfriend is a sultry, jazzy number by Dove Cameron, a United Statesian singer, songwriter, and actor. An out and proud bisexual/queer woman, Cameron wanted to make an anthem for people like her. On TikTok, she mentioned that it meant a lot to her to write and release, quote, a queer perspective song and have it feel powerful and right, not terrifying like I had always imagined, end quote. One thing that absolutely makes my blood boil is how RBW basically forced Moonbyul to become a rapper, when her dream was to be a vocalist. Now I know that it was for the best, and it ended up well, because she's one of the best rappers in the industry, but then they proceeded to sideline her and barely gave her any lines in their early work. Imagine how crushing that has to be, as a freshly debuted performer. If you want her to be a rapper, then let her fucking rap. It's only recently that Moonbyul has been given more time and more lines. Trust me, this is an entire video essay/think piece of its own. I have a script in the works for this topic. Anyway, I would love to see Moonbyul showcase her singing more, because RBW is definitely not taking advantage of it. Her alto voice would be perfect for this song.
I never would have left you alone, here on your own, glued to your phone. Never would have left you alone, for someone else to take you home.
Boyfriend is one of those masterpieces that ends too soon. I could see Moonbyul adding a rap verse somewhere in the middle, or a cool dance break, or both. I would pay to see her cover this song is what I'm saying. And maybe bring Hottie back, because I want to see them collab again, please and thanks. Part 3. Wheein. I know that Wheein's music taste is a little more laid back and chill than the other girls. She excels in R&B, and I think a lot of her inspirations come from that area of music as well. But I really think that she would knock Devil I Know by Ali X out of the park. It's powerful and gritty, with a thumping bass line. When Wheein lets out her passion, I think it manifests similarly to this song. Ali X is a Canadian singer, songwriter, and visual artist. She graduated from Sheridan College's musical theater performance program and is a classically trained pianist and vocalist. She cites many influences, which makes sense because her music is so varied and colorful. Out of all four of them, I get the impression that Wheein deals the most with mental disorders and conditions such as anxiety and depression. With Devil I Know being about battling your inner demons, I feel like Wheein would relate to the message of this song. I know I do. Also, I think she would nail the belts and soaring notes in the chorus, because Wheein is the ace of mamamoo and K-pop as we all know. Part 4. Hwasa. For those of you who aren't in the loop of recent news, Hwasa's been touring colleges and venues with other stars for the show Dancing Queens on the Road. She performed at a college event and made a dirty gesture during one of her songs. The Student Parents and Human Rights Protection Solidarity, a student parent group, reported her for public indecency. They said her actions, quote, constitutes public indecency under the Criminal Act, end quote, and sued her. Mind you, this was a performance for adults. This was a college event. But no, these idiots were like, think of the children. It seems that ultra-right-wing Christians being party poopers is not a thing unique to the United States only. They're causing trouble and opening their big mouths in Korea too. Absolutely pathetic and shameful. Talk about a waste of time, money, manpower, and news headlines. The Jesus fandom is seriously the most toxic group I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. Not to mention, the timing of this uproar is surely suspicious. I suspect RBW had a hand in this. But I digress. Anyway, the police declared Hwasa not guilty. In a statement, they said, quote, after summoning Hwasa as a defendant, investigating the content and development process of the performance of that day, and comprehensively reviewing the statements of those involved, we found it difficult to acknowledge the criminal charges, end quote. The police were basically like, there's nothing to investigate here, nothing to charge for. What the hell is this nonsense? But polite. This entire dumpster fire of idiocy cast a light on how curvy, thicker, fatter women are penalized for existing, while thinner women and men get away with more things. Double standards, misogyny, and sexism still run rampant in the ROK. It warms my heart to see Hwasa fight against that. She does not give a flying fuck, and that is how we like her. With all the life experience Hwasa has had, I think she would enjoy SLUT by B. Miller. B. Miller is a United Statesian singer and actor. At the age of 13, she was the 5th contestant to be eliminated in Season 2 of The X Factor, a US reality music competition show. SLUT, which stands for Sweet Little Unforgivable Thing, is all about self-love and positivity. Amidst all the slut-shaming and bigotry like I mentioned earlier, especially with social media in the mix, it's hard to be a confident woman. Not only that, but Miller's vocal quality reminds me of Hwasa's. I would love to see Hwasa cover this one. Maybe rope wheein in too? I miss two young girls. Here's what Miller said about the creation of this song. The day that I went to the studio to write this song, I was wearing just a cute little skirt and a bodysuit, and I felt good in it, so I wanted to post a picture. Because obviously that's when you post pictures of yourself. When you're like, I look bomb today. So I was just trying to live my life to the fullest extent, and I was like, I look cute. And I felt good and confident. And I have A-cup boobs. I don't really need a lot to hold them up. I don't wear bras because they're unnecessary. And I have a scoop back so you could see the bra strap if I was wearing it. I was especially not going to wear a bra that day. My shirt was not see-through, but you could definitely see the imprint of the fact that I do have nipples because, duh, women have nipples. That's a thing. Like, we know that. All people have nipples. Like, fucking relax, everybody. But I posted a picture and you could kind of see the outline that they were there. And I don't ever really read my Instagram comments, but I noticed that this one girl said something along the lines of, how could you post this? You're such a slut. How could you be promoting being a slut on your Instagram? So inappropriate that you're not wearing a bra. And I just remember sitting there being like, bitch, you're another woman. You should understand that not all women need bras because they help someone and they don't help others. Other women just don't. It's not necessary. It's not like there's a rule that states you have to wear one. I was just like, you're another girl. You of all people should know. And also, I feel like when women tear other women down, it makes men feel like they can tear women down. I just feel like women need to support each other. And so I was pissed off, and I was just bitching about it to the writer and producer I was with that day, Steph and Ido. And I guess while I was in the process of bitching, Steph was just on Urban Dictionary and put in slut just to see what would come up. And there was an acronym there that said, Sweet Little Unforgivable Thing. And she looked at me and was like, Sweet Little Unforgivable Thing. How do you feel about that? And I was like, we have to write this song. And because we were all so pumped about it, it just came together so quickly. So, that's 4 songs I want to see the Mamamoo members cover. What did you think of my argument? Is the evidence I provided sufficient? Do you agree or disagree with these choices? What songs do you think would fit for them? Let me know the songs in your argument below, viewers and listeners. If you wish to support my work and leave a tip, I've left my information in the description below. You're under no obligation to give anything, of course. My content will be free to enjoy regardless. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. Until next video, this has been Quick Radish.